family darkest feeling deepest. Noble left to see the world. Map to find the key once lost. To save the many strength darkest feeling deepest. Noble left to see the world. Map to find the key once lost. To save the many strength. Darkest feeling deepest. Noble left to see the world. Map to find the key once lost. To save the many strength. family darkest feeling deepest. Noble left to see the world. Map to find the key once lost. To save the many strength. Darkest feeling deepest. Noble left to see the world. Map to find the key once lost.
Welcome, everyone, to another glorious, lovely episode of Followers of Mayhem. In the last episode, well, Razura finally attuned to the sword and found out it was sentient. Fiona gave up her hammer to get it upgraded by her god. And everyone's decided on a battle plan. And I think that was most of what happened. Oh, there was also the prank war between Alar and, a certain wizard that used time stop.
Yeah. I thought he was a dragon.
He's a lot of things. It doesn't... Anyway, a new day dawns, and, Fiona, You've been hearing a knocking sound all morning, coming from where the front door would be, if the demiplane was open.
It's odd. I could, and that's weird. Odd that no one else answered this. Okay. Hello.
The knocking continues.
I know. I open up.
Okay, so you open up the demiplane. You get Alex or Alar to open it up.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
One of them might be up by now.
Who lends Fiona the key? Like, you can all hear the knocking.
Alex, through squinting eyes, he just slowly gives the key to her.
Yeah, like Vierna's got, don't worry. Vierna's got a Toll the Dead charged and ready to go behind her back just in case.
All right, you open the door, and Sasha steps in.
Oh.
Of course it's Sasha.
That explains how you knew where the door even was.
And how they were even able to knock on it.
Hey, your hammer's done.
Oh, great.
Here you go. He offers you the hammer, It looks exactly the same.
I mean, Vienna, the history of the hammer, as Vienna knows, is that it was literally just a sledgehammer that some servant of Sashala has picked up and blessed.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not exactly surprising.
So he hands it to you and then he says, "Alright, I gotta get going.
See ya.
Bye-bye." And he heads back out the door.
Okay, I examine the hammer more closely.
Alright. As you examine the hammer, you feel as if your hand almost seems to be made for it. The handle seems like such a snug fit. It's as if it's an extension of your body. There's little dolphins that have been carved into it as it used to have. And
Alright.
as you hold it, you realize something. You realize you can now cast Chain Lightning.
Ooh. Oh.
Lucky.
Oh.
I knew you'd like it.
Ooh, that laugh.
I
Yeah,
knew-
Vienna is now the new Thor.
I don't think I ever actually used the Thunder Step, so this is something.
Vierna, if you're going to be our Thor, I need to give you one very important piece of advice.
It's
you
more
need
like
to
it's more like I'm Thor. It's more like I'm Ella back when if she had all of Thor's powers.
Well, regardless, what I'm going to tell you is the most important thing you're going to ever hear in this entire campaign.
This should be good.
Remember to go for the head.
Oh.
Ah,
Okay, so I knew you'd like it. I knew you'd
Yeah.
like it.
I love that requirement. Requires attunement by Vierna to sin or a direct descendant. No one else but her and her kids can use this.
Yep.
But anyway, I'm sure everyone's got their own things to take care of. You know what? Alex probably walks up and he takes a look at the weapon, and he says, "Did Sasha touch it up or something?"
Something. We'll go with or something.
It's always something, isn't it? Always something. Always something.
Always.
But yeah, I go and find Dennis because he's kind of been insistent on that whole robe thing, and he finds him, and he says, "So yeah, Dennis, about that robe.
Yeah, what about it?
Impier told me that well, he checks to make sure that no one is listening, and he says, well, she says that her patron isn't going to be coming out when there's a war on."
Fair enough.
So, yeah, you're going to have to be patient.
Okay. I guess I won't be able to use this against you later then.
Well, I mean, you should be, well in the back away from her attacks.
True.
You could still try using it, but I wouldn't necessarily recommend it.
So, the morning slowly continues on. Does anyone else have anything they want to do?
Grizzer's just grabbing breakfast and waiting for the impending meeting.
Anyone else?
I think my thing can be saved for for a little later when,
Alright. Is there anything anyone wants to do before you head out for today?
Yeah.
Not that I can think of.
I guess I'll do a thing.
Alright, go ahead.
All our emotions over the ruler for a moment.
Oh, me? Sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
No, the
Oh,
other bird in the room.
I couldn't find my token. Don't laugh at me. I'm tired. Leave me alone. Yes. She looks at Alar, half asleep. Yes.
I think it's a good time to say what I said earlier. Maybe. I don't know.
Ura immediately wakes up at this, or looks more awake anyway. And she looks a little troubled. She goes, well, since everyone's here, might as well say it. Or ask.
So in between bites of his breakfast, Alex does look up and he says, everything okay, you two?
Rua looks a little nervous and she tries to smile. Kinda.
Alrighty. I had to talk to Felicia a few days ago.
Mm-hmm.
She backs down a little bit at this.
Hey. Rua kind of puts her hands up and told everybody, just hear her out first, please.
I'm listening.
She said she knew where one of my people that went missing a long time ago. I had to forget about her for reasons. I don't fully remember everything, but she went missing, and Felicia says that she saw records of her back in the burned down building. I was hoping, she says she can offer to look into it if we free her.
And did she give you show you any proof that she actually has this information?
She told me her name before I even told her.
That's damning.
So a name is a name. I can just pull any random name out of a hat and it might mean something to anyone.
You think out of a million names in Mayhem that she just would happen to guess one random druid name and I would not know?
Well, I mean, she's all crazy up in the brainscape, isn't she? She might know something. But the point is, you want us to set her free so she can potentially look into this. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, then.
Rua's wings kind of flapped to that. She looks surprised at Alex. Wait, you're agreeing to this?
Oh, believe me, I do not trust her to hold up this end of the deal. Not at all. She's just using this as an excuse to just escape. But, well, here's the thing. Vierna, you can scry on people, correct?
Yes, although scrying is something one can resist.
Yes, well, we grab a lock of her hair, maybe a vial of her blood, whatever it else is that we need to make sure she can't resist, and we keep tabs on her 24/7.
Okay.
Well, her mother has done it to us enough. It's only fair that we do it back.
Exactly, and trust me when I say, and he looks at us, and I mean no offense, Dennis, but seriously, fuck wizards. I've had enough of them at this point in my life.
Swear.
But anyway, yeah, so he looks to Alana and he says, I don't necessarily have any reason to be against this. I mean, she's our prisoner and she should stay the prisoner, at least in my opinion. But, hey, if she can help you, hey, whatever. I mean, she's kind of a disappointment and a failure in the eyes of Julie anyway. There's no way she'd accept her back. So, I mean, hey.
I mean, I'm going to be honest. It's yeah, and do not think that is Jule's only backup plan for me. Julie is perfectly young enough to have more kids.
Really, I thought 400 years was around about the time where it stops working.
Elves can live in maximum lifespan of 750, and yeah, no, not even close, dude.
Question is, is she?
And also, you're a little under a century overestimating her age.
Hey, look at all the fucks I give about how old she really is. She's still a bitch to me.
Swear.
Bottom line is, well, I doubt she'll be accepting her back anytime soon. So we just make sure that we can keep tabs on her, make sure she doesn't pick up something from Mercy, like a little, trinket of anti-detection or what the hell ever. It's one of those really long names. I can't remember off the top of my head. Just make sure that we watch her all the time and she just, lives up to her word. Otherwise, well, we come and hunt her down and then we make sure she remembers her deal. Besides, it's not like she'll be that much of a threat anyway once Julie and all her ilk is gone. Actually, she was never much of a threat anyway to begin with. The moment everything started turning pear-shaped, she turned tail and run.
If it would help, you can drop a geese on her.
That is.
But you are right.
And, well, a month is probably all we need. And if not, then we can just find her again. Again, hold her down, and then use it again.
Thank you.
Yeah, Rua looks relieved at Alex. And then she smiles to Alara. She goes, "See, at least we get to tell them, then go behind their backs."
It wasn't the plan, you know that.
I know, but still.
Again, though, this is on the condition that she doesn't fuck us over, which she most assuredly will. So we will have backup plan upon backup plan on this, okay? We will discuss it continuously until we find plans that we are suitable with.
Very well.
Yes, Grisser, I'm aware it'd be easier to just kill her, and I agree with that.
She was thinking.
Sorry, I didn't see that part. I'm sorry. I just saw Roll's eyes. Sorry, I'm when I.
It
when
was
I,
the talking
when I,
lines. You use double quotations, and normally if you're thinking, you only use single.
Oh, when I write thinking words, I just put it in italics.
I'm
That's usually what I do, too.
I'm just explaining why Alex.
Well-
I'm just explaining why. I can see why Alex thought it was talking. Because I.
Anyway.
Okay.
Moving on.
Anyway, I'm sorry about that. Anyway, moving on. But yes, I'm only agreeing to this because we have ways of keeping every sort of tab on her as we possibly can. I do not trust her at all, and neither should any of you. And Allah, it's perfectly fine having the hope that you'll probably find an old friend, and if we do, great, but remember who this is. Well, don't get your hopes up too much.
Her gaze lowered for a moment. He just simply nods.
He does have a point, but try not to lose hope just yet, Big Sis.
Wow. I suppose we'll just do the deed whenever we need to.
I'm perfectly happy with getting it underway whenever, but maybe not before a major battle where she can just slip away and then, I don't know, rejoin the forces of the, whatever.
Yeah, I agree.
How about this? We bring down the syndicate first and let her go after.
Fair enough. I'd say that.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say that's a good one. That way she knows there's no running from us.
Yeah, that's a good afterthought. Oh, I guess I need Vienna. Where did you get the books from? Like the secret Elnath books.
I got it from Elnath.
Oh, that's fair.
I mean,
you called them the secret Elnath books. Where do you think she got them from?
Listen, I'm still sleepy.
Me too.
Ask Elnath if you want to know more details.
Okay.
Last I checked, they cost a fortune to read.
Yep. Well, I had access to a fortune at the time.
Honestly, they're actually really cheap. They should cost twice, 2 or 3 times what they do.
Oh yeah. Trust me, out of character, like the prices given for them are actually very generous.
But
yeah,
they can only,
enough.
but we can only benefit from them once.
Once a century.
Yep.
Meaning, if you live a long life, you can technically, benefit from it multiple times, but
you have
We're not-
to pay Elnath if you want to use it again.
And if it means if we want to use any of those books at all, we need to choose who reads it very carefully.
I mean, I've already taken the wisdom one, so I'm done with that.
I'm planning on getting the intelligence one.
I'll probably just... There's got to be, more of those books around at some point, hopefully. I mean, I'm not going to live long enough for it anyway, and I think someone else needs it more than me, so whatever.
You can
Yeah,
take
also, how are you guys at heavy reading?
I got through high school.
It takes about 48 hours to read the entire thing.
Oh Lord!
Yay, books!
I've spent about a good chunk of my life in a library.
All right, well, there you go. Anyway.
Vienna kind of glances at Grisura when she says this.
You were looking at me?
Well, she's not obvious about it, just a quick glance.
Anyway, I'm sure we'll all sort that out as we go along. Some of us will need it more than others, so, we prioritize.
Alrighty.
Actually, thinking about Elnath, once we get going, I need to talk to him about something.
Alright.
But yeah, we all about ready to get moving and liberate some small towns while we're on the way.
Grisser stretches and stands
So
up.
wait.
About time.
Yeah. In the meantime, I gotta go talk to the butler real fast.
No worries.
Alright, let me change the map back to outside. Because Butler should still be there. Yeah, there he is.
Yeah. Okay, Butler. I looked over that list, and I've got a pretty interesting job for your guild.
Yeah?
Now, this is... if you pull this off, it'll make the siege of Lundra considerably easier. I need you, your people, to break into the royal palace and steal the entire contents of the royal treasury.
Alright.
Right. Yeah. Deliver it to us, at the forward operating base, and I will handle the rest.
Alright, I'll see who's free who can take on that assignment. Most of our officers are already in the line of duty. And I'll get to it.
Oh, thank you very much. And now, Vierna is going to start thinking, because she's got some letters to write.
Alrighty. Alex, you wanted to speak to, Elnath. What is wrong with my brain? How could I have forgotten that? I hate my brain sometimes. What's that dragon called again? Elnath. Anyway, you find him in his room.
Hey, Elnath.
Oh, good day.
How you doing today?
Well, he glances toward the kitchen where Mate is, and her eyes narrow, and then she points two fingers to her eyes, and then points one finger at Elnath. I'm well enough. How are you?
Alex just smiles and shakes his head. So, yes, about those shards I've been collecting.
Oh yes, the shards of my god.
It's always weird to keep thinking of them as that, but yes, those. Now, I know you've just been telling me that it's ultimately up to me when I use them and, only use them in emergencies and blah, 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 blah. I imagine a war constitutes as an emergency, yes?
It's up to you. They are for you to use as you wish. When you're ready to use them, use them. Or you can save them.
Well, here's the thing. Even though we've got mighty forces and all that, and we may be able to take on Jule and, all that good stuff, feeling kick-ass and all that, I'm not that confident, so I'm thinking maybe I might start using them.
Elnath reaches into his pocket and pulls out a dragon chocolate, and he simply holds it up and says, in the end, only you can choose whether to eat the chocolate. And he bites into it and starts eating the dragon chocolate until it's gone.
Yeah, Alex just watches this sizing and says, okay, and he came prepared because he went to his room before this. Mm-hmm. And he pulls out, he pulls out 12 shards.
Alright.
And he absorbs them all at once.
Okay. I'm just checking it over real quick. Okay. So you feel the power starting to well up in your body, and you feel really anxious, like you're very nearly there, but you just need a little more.
Okay. Sorry, hang on. I said 12, so that reduces me to 10. And Alex feels that and he's like, okay. Reaches in, just grabs one more and tries absorbing that.
I'll just tell you this, you need 15.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
As in, you had 12, that makes 13, you need 2 more.
Okay. Okay, so, 2 more, so, 12, 13, 14, 15. So, 10 take 3, that's 7.
Alright. So, you feel the energy slowly building, and then it begins to move from your entire body towards your arm and slowly begins to build up more and more into it. your arm going numb as pins and needles begin to feel you begin to feel pins and needles as it goes numb. And as you watch your hand, you look towards the lines and the marks from the previous shards, and it begins to split open and spread like a tree slowly growing up your arm until it reaches your shoulder. And then you feel something in your hand, and instinctively you summon Wanderlust. And as it forms, you immediately look to it and you can tell that there is something different about it. It looks sharper, it looks stronger, it looks meaner. And you also instinctively gain an understanding of how Elnath was able to appear to you as he did, as horror. Wanderlust is now this.
You mind if I read all this?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm reading the new part. Powered by the bond of his patron, Wanderlust has grown in strength and power with the help of star shards. You gain a +3 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magical weapon. In addition, the weapon ignores resistance to slashing damage. When you attack a creature that has at least one head with this weapon and roll a 20 on the attack roll.
A natural 20.
You can cut. Right, and you roll a natural 20. On the attack roll, you can cut off one of the creature's heads. The creature dies if it can't survive without the lost head. The creature is immune to this effect if it is immune to slashing damage. It doesn't have or need a head, or has legendary actions, or the GM decides that the creature is too big for its head to be cut off with this weapon. Okay, so this is no one-hit kill for bosses. That makes sense. Such a creature instead takes an extra D6 slashing damage from the hit. As an action, Alex... Pardon?
6d8.
6d8, sorry. As an action, Alice can cast Disguise Self to appear as Horror, becoming 10 feet tall and wearing a mask. This action can be performed once a day by uttering the phrase yada yada yada. Okay.
So it's basically a Vorpal sword now?
Sick. I'll go in and make the changes later. And with that, Alex is just kind of slowly gliding his hand across the weapon, and he's in awe of it at this point. Like, this is one of the not the most powerful weapon, but probably the most powerful weapon he's seen himself.
Enjoy.
Holy shit!
Anath sort of grins like he knew this would happen, but he was trying not to say anything. Like, he has that sort of like grin, if you know what I mean.
Like, Alex just slowly lowers it, looks at it, and then looks to Elnath, and he just cracks like the widest smile. I'm not gonna lie, this is awesome.
Yes, and I do believe your wings should be starting to come in too.
My wings up, yeah. And he kind of pulls his vest back, and he's like, these chicken wing things. Yeah, still feels weird.
Well, enjoy your new weapon.
Actually, wait, hold on for a minute.
Hmm?
Alex is holding out the weapon, and he speaks the command word.
All right.
And
give me a second. I know I have it in there somewhere. Where did I put it? Give me a second. I know I put it in here somewhere. Damn it. Okay, well I had a character token for horror, but I must have deleted it. But
There's a search bar up top if that helps.
I tried. It apparently isn't in there, so. But yeah, you take on the appearance of horror, and now you have to bend your head to fit in the room.
And Alex he's behind the mask. He's like grinning, like he's just kind of grinning and trying not to chuckle so much. And he just looks down that thing and says, "Greetings, Elnath." Like he's trying to do his best horror impression.
Elnath. I'm actually gonna have to roll a will save for this. Let me just. Okay, yeah. Elnath just cracks up laughing. It looks good on you, Horo.
But yeah. And Alex kind of can't help but chuckle a little as well. And he says, in all seriousness, yeah, this is kind of a bit. I mean, I know it's just like I think it's a disguise self, so like it, standing up all the way doesn't really hurt me, but I kind of need to bend down to not like completely screw over the disguise. It's oh boy.
Yes, I remember having to do that myself.
Didn't you used to like shrink down to be like a mini you whenever that stuff would happen?
Oh yeah. I actually forgot I could do that, but yes.
Alrighty then. But yeah, Alex is kind of.
I'll see if I can get. I'll see if I can figure out how to give you the ability to do so as well. I mean, it is only a disguise, so should be fairly simple.
Fair enough. Anyway, I'm just going to get going, I suppose. And he opens the door and just this lanky figure like crab crawling out of the room.
All right.
What's that?
Give me a second. I'm actually going to try and find the icon real quick, because it should still be in my D&D phone. Okay, here we go. I'm uploading it now, and I'll give you control.
Oh dear.
Oh. It's a little.
He's big.
Yeah.
What's that?
Okay, controlled by Alexander.
Yikes.
Nameplate, horror, and save changes. Alright, you should have control now.
Sweet.
So, what does horror do?
Just kind of comes out and he's like, just to keep the joke going, he just comes crab walking out.
What the hell?
Hello there.
Wait,
Who are you?
What?
Hey guys, like my new disguise?
Rua's like wings are fluttering, like she instinctively just wants to like fly away because she's not too sure she likes this. And she goes, "Yes."
All right, what game are you playing now?
So those shards I've been collecting?
Yes.
Well, I've absorbed or eaten or whatever you want to say enough of that my sword has gotten an upgrade, and it also has given me the ability to disguise myself as what Elnath used to look like.
What it used to look like to you, apparently.
I mean, it looks cool. Sure, it doesn't really have much practical use, but I mean, come on, it's like, you're seeing this, right? It's cool.
You could try spooking your parents with it.
I mean, I think I've done enough spooking for once, because it looks like she's just about ready to shoot off into the sky.
Plus, wouldn't your parents be able to recognize that form at a glance?
Yes, they would. I don't think anyone else would, though. So, I mean, maybe it would be a good idea to use it to spook people.
Well, that throws the spooking his parents with it plan out the window.
I mean, mind you, I don't know what sort of like knowledge my dad has, but he could probably see right through it really easily. So you know.
Well, if his knowledge is as sharp as I remember his temper being, then I'd say he's in good I'd say he's got good eyes.
Yeah,
Actually,
I'd rather not piss your dad again.
you know what? That's very smart because the Golgale family shouldn't be fucked with ever.
Or exposed while in hiding, even accidentally.
Yes, so keep that in mind. And he just kind of crab walks out of the dining room.
Does he go past me? Ooh, Ruin jumps on the table.
Okay, I keep thinking just that figure, but walking and making weird sort of sounds like Zoidberg.
Alright. So,
Alright, well, I've had my fun, so yeah, let's get going.
alright. So, you all head out?
Yeah.
Mhm.
As we do, Ruin is like, Alex, anytime you do that, please warn me.
Sorry, okay. I'm just having a little fun. I'm sorry.
If I had a sending scroll right now, I'd tell Elnath he's created a monster.
Okay. So where are you guys going?
Okay, well, Lundruck is the ultimate destination, but so are we kind of in agreement that we'll kind of take the towns and villages while we're on the way?
As a reminder, you have owl cats, so yeah.
Ooh.
You have owl cats and eagle dogs.
Eagle dog!
Yep, don't forget you got your own personal eagle dog.
I'm fine with taking my eagle dog.
Come, Sparkles. Let us go.
Hoot.
Again, we kind of haven't really agreed on this. Are we taking the towns along the way while we're on our way to Lundruck?
Probably should.
At least just
The-
check on them just in case.
The more the coast is, the more secure we have the coast, the better foothold we have for the rest of our campaign.
Yes, maybe
Indeed.
we'll be able to get revenge on that one inn.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even need to try. I'll get a revenge on that inn for us. They won't be able to ignore the prince.
Ooh,
Moving.
Joey.
Well, anyway, let's free up the coast and
Yep.
add more to our forces.
Yep, I agree with that.
Yep.
Alright, just give me a second. I'm preparing the map now. Okay. Alright, so you fly to Tundara.
Mm-hmm.
Now, once we leave Tundara, I recommend refreshing the page because otherwise Roll20 will keep the snow loaded. So just be
Gotcha.
aware of that. It's just a small
Gotcha.
thing, but if you forget to do it, Roll20 will probably lag for you.
I feel so small.
Okay,
There we go.
that should be everyone, yeah? Am I
Mhm.
missing someone? No. Okay. So, you arrive in Tundara. It, oddly enough, appears to be business as usual.
Alex throws out a hang on. Should be right here.
Okay.
He throws out a detect magic to see if anyone's like got a disguise or magic going on.
I mean, there's one or two people that are in disguises, but they're not anyone you recognize. They appear to be just people who are trying to travel without attracting attention.
Vierna, does your mother consider a tourist trap like this place worth any value? Vierna? Wedward?
Wedward.
Might be muted.
He's not.
Hmm.
Okay, it was muted a minute ago. Everything okay on your end, mate?
Yeah, he just has the cold. He's been coughing a lot.
Okay.
When you're ready, Vienna. Okay, yeah, we definitely can't hear you.
Yeah, you might need to drop out and drop back in, mate.
Alright, well, while we wait for Vienna, you see a few people running out of the inn here at a rapid pace, trying to get on the owl cat before it takes off, but arriving
Marco?
just Polo.
Polo.
But arriving
Okay.
just too late.
I see. See, that scumbag still has his business going.
Should we resolve that?
Anyway, Vienna's back. You were asking a question to her.
Yeah. With the state that it's in right now, Alex turns to Vienna and he says, "Does your mother consider a tourist trap like this of any value?"
She can find practical value in just about anything.
Even a stick?
I can't imagine what it would be, but she'd find a way.
Sounds like a right old bitch. Anyway.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah, that's just... Anyway. So...
Well, you can stab someone with a stick.
I will say this: you do have forces, but they have to go by boat and land, so they'll always be a day or two behind you.
Okay then. And well, better put up an outpost here. So, Vierna, phone ahead and let whoever's relevant and Sasha or know that this place seems relatively clear. So setting up an outpost here wouldn't be much of an issue.
Just don't use the inn.
Yeah, warn them of the inn.
Do not enter the inn at all.
Right.
If you want to, you can feel free to burn the inn to the ground.
So
don't
I'm
do that.
I'm gonna do a sending to, I guess. I mean, to I'm gonna say Butler, since he seemed to be the one most actually in charge of all the forces.
What about Elnath?
Elnath's with us though, isn't he?
It was a joke because Elnath got grounded last episode.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm gonna be honest. If Elnath was still with the main forces, I would have sent it to him.
Yeah. All right.
Butler, Tandara is clear to set. I'm just casting sending. Butler, Tandara is clear to set up and don't just don't do it at the end.
All right. So he pauses for a moment and then you hear him say, "So all right. If you guys will find to wait there for an hour, I'm sending some forces your way. They should arrive in about an hour."
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You.
In the meantime,
Vienna,
Vienna.
let me speak, please.
Yeah, and then,
I'm not
Oh.
finished.
right.
You coughed, so I couldn't finish. And Fiona would
Okay.
know this. Forces shouldn't be able to arrive in under an hour. It should take them at least a day to arrive.
Well, either he's got something magic up his sleeve, or we've all been, or someone somewhere screwed up, and we're in trouble. I'm inclined to believe the magic.
But we can't rule out the latter.
Well, they're all. Well, sorry, go.
Do you guys wait around for the hour?
Yeah, we'll wait We'll wait the hour for the moment. Just keeping watch.
Alright.
In the
Can we
meantime,
warn everyone who tries to go to the inn that they'll gas you?
Oh, you can do that.
Okay.
I was actually going to say, do you want to
Vienna's
light
gonna
the?
find somewhere. Yeah, Vienna's gonna find someone with a table and hammer out these letters to the Syndicate Generals.
Alright. So
And can anyone hear me?
we can hear you.
Yes.
That's why I stopped to let you talk.
Okay. I was going to suggest to Dennis we could always light the inn on fire.
Yes, I was thinking of that too, but then the prince here said that we probably shouldn't.
The people passing by this town still need a place to rest. I could just ban the use of the sleeping gas outright, but that's assuming my royal authority means anything while the syndicate is loose.
We'd get a better deal in the stables than that place. Less likely to be gassed.
Alright. So, you all go and do your things, you know. You spend your time doing stuff around the town. You try to warn people, but most don't really care. There's only really one place to stay, so they're gonna go to the inn regardless. Still,
At the very least, they're warned.
the hour passes, and you start looking around. You look over to the ocean, you look at the roads. You're not seeing anyone. And then you see a shadow rapidly pass over the city, and an entire group of birdfolk land on the docks.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
Oh,
Let go.
Oh?
wait a minute. Does Alex recognize who's up front?
Yes, it is indeed Judah. Now give me a second, I'll fix the tokens, but you guys are welcome to start roleplaying.
Well, Rura looks plain shocked. She's just staring wide-eyed because she's never seen this many of her kind before in one place.
Yeah, you see all sorts of bird folk, from hawks to pigeons to owls, and even a couple of crows and chickens.
be careful of chickens, they're invincible.
Cuckoos. Beware the cuckoos.
But yeah, Alex just kind of like, can't help but smile, and he just kind of lightly taps her on the shoulder. Look at that, her old buddy's back.
She still looks kind of flabbergasted, and she goes, "Yeah."
What's he doing here?
Rura, is that you?
She doesn't really know what to. She just like standing there, and she goes, "Mr. Judah, I don't know what to say. How are you here?"
Well, the council gave the approval to come here as soon as possible. And I brought some friends with me.
She gasps softly. She goes, "You got my letter?"
I did.
Council?
The council over in the Cloud City. Forget the name of it. Hold on.
You forgot the name of your council? That was out of character.
No, the town. That's out of character. Where the heck is it?
Yeah. Rura kind of looks shocked and she turns to everybody. She goes, I got a letter from Mr. Judah a while ago. I was kind of surprised to get one.
So I don't know where I've got it written.
It's Cloudy Fur. I remember it was Cloudy Fur.
Okay. I was going to say I'd look it up later, but okay, Cloudy Fur.
And some interesting developments happened over there while I was talking, and I mentioned your name. And the royal family insisted I go back to find you.
Wait, the royal family insisted.
Yes.
Oh, don't tell me.
Wait, and he points to Rory. He's like, "You're not saying that she."
Huh?
She's missing princess of Cloudy Fur.
Fiona facepalmed so hard.
I wouldn't have guessed.
Rura
You're
just stares again and shocked, and her wings kind of just deflate for a bit, and she just stares like, I'm a what?
Yeah, like at the same time, Vierna face palms. Alex does like in perfect sync with her.
Dennis does as well.
Same with Grisura, but she also says, "Are we being gassed again?"
No, I assure you, this is the truth. You're the king and queen's missing daughter.
I mean,
That's going to need a lot of explaining later.
She was kidnapped a really, really long time ago. And we haven't seen her since.
Okay, that about lines up with her background.
so
Rura just looks flabbergasted. She turns to everybody and she like waves her hands like, I had no idea about this. I promise.
You did.
Yeah, you were probably really young when it happened.
this is okay then. So we've got two royals. It's he looks at Vierna and he's like, I know you haven't lived as long as other elves, Vierna, but has that ever happened to you in like the 100 years you've been alive?
And
We also got word of the developments that have been going on over here from what was his name? Elnath? Is that
Yes.
his name?
Yeah,
He
Elnath.
told us what was going on, and well, we all decided to come and help you out.
Wait, you want to help us?
Yes. Why do you think I brought so many of our finest soldiers here?
Are you sure about this? This is a war. This is a war happening in our land. You guys don't have any stake in this. If any,
Mr. Kagura, please. Mr. Kagura, please. Mayhem was once our home too, and we want to see it as free as the wind here. Some of us were born here in Mayhem.
Well,
I see.
Yeah,
This is
we
our
were kind of.
home, too.
Yeah, Rura kind of rubs her arm a bit, and she goes, I mean, this is, even though I was born somewhere else, this is also my home too.
well, that's never thought I'd see you again, Judah. It's honestly really great to see you in good health.
Same to you, Mr. Alexander.
Judah would also notice that Alex seems to be growing scales.
Huh. You look a bit different from last I remember seeing you.
Yeah.
A couple of us have gone through some changes. Yes.
Let's just say
You missed a
yeah.
lot. Let's
I am aware. I have missed plenty.
let's just leave it at that.
Yeah, Rura kind of just walks up to him kind of slowly. She's still kind of like absolutely flabbergasted by all of this, but she does give him a soft smile and she goes, It is good to see you again, Mr. Judah. I am really glad you got my letter.
And I am glad to see that you are well, Miss Rura. Or should I call you Princess Rura now?
No. I mean, I know. I guess I am a princess, but I'm not a princess. Just Rura's fine.
Meanwhile, Grisura whispers to Vienna, For these two, I swear, if one of us pops up and discovers that there's some sort of long-lost heir to the Nine Hells, I am cracking my skull open myself.
I mean, given what my dad's been up to, I could do that.
Give me time.
You're giving your ideas.
Just a small
You're giving
screaming
your
portal.
ideas.
Just a small screaming portal rips open, and he pokes his head up. Give me time, and then just closes it.
Yeah, and like as you make that joke, the portal opens up, screams and that, and Dante just walks out and he's like, "Oh, by the way, Vienna, yeah, you're the daughter of the underworld, so if you ever wanna inherit that, you can, no pressure."
Is that in character? Or out of
No, I'm
character?
making a joke.
Okay.
Oh, I was gonna call Vienna the Princess of Hell, but
No, I'm totally making a joke.
No,
Yeah,
oh, she's not Glazia.
Okay.
Anyway, but yeah, I mean, Alex just kind of shrugs and he says, "I mean, it's not that far fetched. Apparently, my own family's descended from an old elven family. I don't exactly know the history of that one because Artemis really hated elves. Anyway, so good to have you here, Judah. Thanks for joining the war effort."
Of course. We're not just helping out for us specifically. We're doing this for future generations who want to come visit this place again.
Oh, believe me, that would be much appreciated, especially with the syndicate gone.
You see all the bird folk begin to salute.
Well, as Prince of Mayhem, you have my word that I'll make sure that once this is over, I'll be sure any of your people who come here will be welcomed with our deepest gratitude.
Just one thing, just to be very clear. You see that inn over there? Don't stay there. They gas you in your sleep.
Yeah, I'm going to have to drop the royal band hammer on that one, when I get the chance.
Yes, they give you tickets for tomorrow, and then you stay at the inn, and then they gas you so you sleep in.
Yeah.
If they do it to extort more gold out of their customers.
I see. Well, it's a good thing we don't really need owl cats and the like to fly.
Yes, and they charge gold to wake you on time.
Well,
because they intentionally gas you.
Well, only one person needs to pay the extra gold. We found that one out the hard way.
You see all the Aarakocra just looking at each other with concern, exchanging glances.
Yeah, Rura just kind of waves her hands with a nervous nod. She goes, "Just don't stay here overall. Let's just go with that, okay?"
Yeah, fair enough.
You guys are better off setting up your tents. You have tents, right?
Yes, we brought all the supplies we need.
All right, well then you guys should be good.
Yeah, Rura still looks at all of them and all. This is the most she's seen of her own kind in years. And she still just also looks curious. She goes, "Yeah." So she just looks at Judah. She looks a little nervous. She goes, "If I may, if we ever have time, could you tell me more about, I guess, your homeland or my homeland? I don't know."
Of course, anything.
And I guess this whole deal of me being a princess, I still don't quite believe that, but I'm not calling you a liar. I'm just saying that I cannot believe I am actually, yeah.
That is understandable that you wouldn't find that you would find that hard to believe.
And then she waits and she goes, "Are you sure it's me?"
Yes.
Okay.
You're the only other bird folk I've met who's named Rura.
She just still looks kind of skeptical, but she knows he wouldn't lie. So she just goes, "Okay." I don't know what to think of this, but okay.
Not
But
that the
you
royal
just-
family are all raptors, so.
It'll give it time to sink in, Rora. You'll come to terms with it eventually.
Yeah,
She just looks over to Kagura. She goes, "Does that mean I'm gonna sprout tails too?"
I was going to clarify that, Dennis, but yeah, she did give herself that name. But what's your character's name again, Becca?
Judah?
Judah.
When you mentioned the name and described her, that's when they said she was the princess.
Okay.
Okay.
Just
Yeah, he did
clarifying
s-
that because of the time loop thing, but yeah, it wasn't just her name that clued them off. Just yeah.
Okay.
Plus, Judah did say that the royal family are raptors, and that's kind of the species I am. So,
And to answer your question, Rora, no, I don't think you will be getting more tales. That would have happened by now. I'm sure that's a trait exclusive to my family.
Rura suddenly grows 2 extra wings.
No. No, we're not going there.
I had to.
no.
Anyway,
Oh, God,
continue.
Rua just kind of just sighs. She goes, "Okay," because technically the only royal family I ever met is you and your family, and I really don't know what it means to be a royal. No offense.
Well, I'll give you one advice right now. Don't look up to my father as a role model.
Oh, trust me, I won't. But then again, the only person I really look up to is my savior, and he may not be the best of role models sometimes, but yeah.
He's technically part of the royal family too, when you really think about it. So
No thanks. I'd rather not think that far back. Thank you.
Well, the council and the royal family are all benevolent. Where I'm from.
She kind of taps her fingers over. She goes, "Well, thank you, Judah. And I don't know if there's a way to get hold of them, but if you could tell them we greatly appreciate you and all their help, then that'd be very good too." And
Very well. I'll have one of the wizards in our ranks to give them a sending.
she just nods and she goes, "And I know they haven't met me. I mean, as long as they're sure I really am the princess. Either way, we really do appreciate your help."
Of course.
All right. Well.
Happy to
with
help.
that- All right. Well, with that settled, shall we all move out then?
You ready to head out?
I
You
say,
have a bunch of bird folk in tow.
the sooner the better.
Just an entire flock of bird folk.
Yeah, Rua just kind of just looks a little like giddy and nervous. She goes, "Yeah, let's go."
So, while you guys are flying on the owl cats and the eagle dogs, the bird folk just casually fly behind you, keeping pace.
Do we encounter enemies in the air?
Yeah, you have
They
a riveting
They look like
battle.
they're flying in formation.
Yeah, they're
like
flying
geese.
information. You have a riveting battle with a flying squirrel before the owl eats it. You go to the Airy next?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Give me a second to do that. While I do, you guys can chat.
Yeah, Rua is with her eagle dog. She can't help because she loves her, but she's still watching like all the other Aarakocra just in awe as they're flying, and she still can't believe there's more.
Yeah, some are flapping their wings, some are just soaring lazily behind, and then there's Judah who's just flapping incessantly like the hummingbird that he is.
You can actually hear a humming sound coming from wings.
Like a buzzing sound.
I love hummingbirds, by the way, just out of character.
Same.
Yeah,
I love
they're
hummingbirds.
They're honestly cute. Anyway, but yeah, Alex just kind of is, as he's riding Asher, he's rubbing his forehead and he's like, "Princess, good God."
I didn't know either.
I mean, I know that, but we're just discovering new things about each other every day, aren't we?
I guess so. I mean, not that I'm doubting Mr. Judah. Of course not. He's a good friend. I don't feel like a princess, though. Am I supposed to feel like a princess?
I don't think so. I mean, we've been around. Well, I mean, we've been around Kagura for like months now, and has he ever really felt like a prince?
Oh, good point.
I mean, really, it's just a title, as far as I can tell. Like, whether earned or not, it's just kind of one of those things where it's like, I mean, it comes with responsibility, I've seen, but you know.
You're sober, that's what matters.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. She kind of relaxes a little bit more and she smiles to Alara and Alex both. Yeah, I am. I guess, yeah, it is just a title. I mean, I guess I wouldn't mind meeting my birth parents, but we have more important things to worry on. And at least we got backup now, right?
Mm-hmm.
More backup.
And, well, I gotta admit, it's nice seeing my cartographer buddy again.
I'm just glad he's okay. He sent me a letter, and I sent one back, hoping maybe he might be able to help us out, but I didn't think he was going to help us out this much.
Well, there you go. I guess that's just one of the responsibilities that comes with being a princess, is that, well, people are going to help you.
Yeah, but I mean, I also like to think maybe it's because Judah's also a good friend too, you know? Not just because of a title.
Fair enough, I suppose. And, well, as he said, they all used to consider Mayhem their homes as well, and, well, you know, we're kind of fighting to free Mayhem, so... I mean, really, I don't know what else to say on it, other except, well, hey, that's cool. Cool, and, you know, I mean, maybe we'll see your family someday, just, you know, we've kind of need to get all the serious stuff out of the way first before that happens.
Family. Right. She looks a little upset at this as she thinks about Elnath.
What, don't you want to go and visit them?
No, I mean, I suppose. It's just I've never met them before, so don't know what to think.
You brought back to that conversation you had with Elnath when, right after he asked you for a hug one time. And you all land in the town of the Eyrie. And I
I'll stay in the outskirts.
Fair enough.
Can I stay this size?
What?
Well, everyone else is small.
Yes, this is the size you are going to be. You're not giant, it's just so you can actually see your tokens.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright. Well, I guess first things first, we better go and find our mutual friends.
Mutual friends?
Fork.
Ah, yes, Fork.
Yeah, we were going to stay out in the outskirts with Alar and Judah and the other Aarakocra as well.
Yeah, it'd be kind of weird to see a whole bunch
Fiona,
of bird
are you messing
folk
with
just-
things?
Yeah, I'm just, I'm putting, yes, I'm putting stuff together for the, for those letters I need to write.
Alright.
Yeah,
It's not, it doesn't affect anything that's going on right now.
Are you in player mode?
And I'm in GM mode because I had to like drag again a couple of because I had to drag out, I had to throw together a couple of character sheets really fast.
Alright.
And I'm back.
Yes. Yeah, I actually just got done, so switching back right now.
My
anyways.
My internet died.
You're fine.
All right.
Anyways, yeah, Rira and his army of Aarakocra are just gonna stay here for a while because it'd be kind of weird to see a bunch of bird folk walking into town. Just a bunch of bird people
So,
with weapons.
okay.
Ready for battle.
Okay. So, you have a large town filled with goblins, kobolds, orcs, hobgoblins. It's going to be quite difficult to find a single goblin in them. So you're going to have to roll for an investigation. Those of you who are searching.
All right. Investigation. Come on.
A lot of goblin knights and kobolds.
Okay. Anyone else? Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. So, Alex and Kagura, you just find some goblins who were also named Fork, but aren't your Fork. It's a very common name.
Just how many forks are there in this town?
Hi, I'm Fork, another goblin says.
Yes, that's nice to meet you. I'm sorry, you're not the folk we're looking for. Thank you for speaking up, though.
My child's called Fork, and this goblin just holds up this, like, half awake baby.
Oh no.
Not the folk we're looking for either.
Okay.
Thank you again, ma'am. Sorry for the trouble.
Grisura, you. That was a sound. You decide to head to the Colosseum. It being, you know the place, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And as you enter it and look around the crowd, you do indeed see a familiar hooded figure sitting amongst the crowd watching a fight currently going on.
I make my way to the hooded figure, and as soon as I get close, I say, "Fork."
Well, howdy do.
Hey, we've been looking for you.
Oh yeah? You need help with something?
Yeah, but I'm gonna need you to come with me.
Okay. You watch the goblin get up and he follows you back to the group. Meanwhile, at the group, Alex, you find another fork.
God damn it.
So many forks.
Thank you again for letting me know, ma'am. You're not, well, ma'am, sir, whichever. Everyone's blurring together now. And like Alex legitimately goes cross-eyed.
Actually, I identify as a it.
All right. Well, thank you for telling me that. And you're not the folk I'm looking for. I'm sorry.
Grisura
Good-
taps Alex's
Good stuff.
shoulder.
We're gonna be here all day.
Actually, I'm
Grisura,
thinking Alex is probably somewhere in there. So Dennis Cast Ascending is saying, Grisura found Fork.
I was actually gonna say, Grisura taps Alex on the shoulder. As soon as he turns around, she says, "Hey, I found our fork."
Oh, thank God.
Finally.
Okay.
He was at the Colosseum.
Of
Really?
course, the Colosseum. Why didn't I? Ugh.
That should have been the first place we looked.
Anyway, so
Well-
he takes a moment to compose himself. He says, "So, hey, Fork."
Howdy. Good to see you guys again. You need help getting through the forest, or you need help getting through the forest, or are you guys above the forest these days?
Quite literally above the forest, believe it or not.
Yeah, it makes sense. I've heard about you guys becoming heroes, and there's not many people that don't know who you are these days. I like to
Yeah,
I like to
that's-
stay under the radar myself, but I mean that's why I chose the name Fork.
Yeah, I've noticed how incredibly common it is.
Yeah.
So many forks, I'm never gonna look at my cutlery drawer the same way again.
Just be glad my name wasn't Spoon.
Anyway.
I mean, no offense, but you goblins are terrible with names.
It's alright. So what do
I
you
mean,
name?
whatever works, I suppose.
So what do you
Anyway,
guys
so...
need?
So... Feel like going to war, son?
Yeah, well... I mean, I prefer to stay unaffiliated between such things, but I mean... It's not really me who makes the decisions here, you know, because city's in a bit of chaos at the moment, you know. Everyone's sort of... Every man for themselves, that sort of thing. You know how it is.
Well,
Yeah.
what if we told you that someone else is planning to come here later and make you all unwilling thralls?
Yeah, well, not much different. I mean, every Tuesday there's this hobgoblin named Spoon that likes to, he likes to beat up the current king and then have his fun for a day, and then, the responsibility gets to him, so he loses a fight so he can go back to drinking.
True enough, but, well... Is there a way to rally the city? Because the Syndicate's probably not the best choice of anything. Like, you guys kind of like your freedom here, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's a living, you know?
Well,
But,
imagine...
If you want to control the population and get them to follow you, you just have to beat the current leader up in a fight. Then you're the leader, and, yeah. That's how it
Alright,
works.
well, let's get this over with. Where is it? Or, whichever.
Oh, they're currently fighting in the arena right now.
Smashing, let's go.
It sounds to me like all the leader of this town does is fight in the arena.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, there was that center that was leader for a time, and, the town was actually looking like it might be on the mend, but, and someone poisoned her and she lost a fight, and, well, that was that.
A couple of us are well aware of that.
So, you will head to the arena?
I guess so.
So,
Yeah.
in the arena, you see this rather strongly built hobgoblin with, like, no real sleeves or anything like it. They're just wearing a tube top and, it's hanging down so you can see their very hairy chest. Their hair is just a matted knot. They're wearing the man pants, the very, very short man pants.
Yeah.
Subliga, I think it's called. Anyway, but they basically look like they're in underwear, and he's got a shield and a axe, and he's just going, ah! The crowd is cheering, and on the other side there's just this small goblin that's been beaten up and is slowly just getting up and starting to crawl back towards the exits of the Colosseum.
So that's the guy we gotta beat up, huh?
Yep, that's Spoon.
And,
is he particularly strong compared to previous leaders?
Nah, no. I mean, he couldn't beat that Eris last, but, otherwise they're all about the same, you know?
So this probably shouldn't take too long.
I think you guys could beat him in a single fight.
Yeah,
Easily.
some of the owl Aarakocra come with you to the Colosseum because they're bored and they want to see a fight.
Let's start a betting pool.
So, who wants to try and 1v1 the Hobgoblin?
Alex will.
Grisera
I
raises
do.
her hand.
I'll
Me.
do it.
Me.
Okay. Okay,
Me.
never mind. Just fuck this.
Alec.
Grisera immediately volunteers.
Wait. Okay?
Okay.
Wait a moment.
I'm disconnected. What?
Okay. So what we're going to do is, I want those of you who are volunteering to roll initiative. So if you want to fight, roll initiative. Okay?
I'll have the initiative tracker open.
I don't need it open. I'm asking you
Ah,
guys to just
okay.
roll initiative to see who's actually fighting.
Oh well.
I mean, Kagura is probably would. Oh, I'm gonna say Kagura would probably be the best choice because he's the one who's gonna need to actually earn of Mayhem's loyalty.
I
So
mean,
we're-
it was more everyone else wanted to. Everyone else was clearly very excited to fight, so I figured it would be better to just make it an even chance, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Well,
like
even in air quotes, if you know what I mean. Allah,
Yeah.
welcome back.
Sorry.
You're fine. You're fine. You won the initiative. I rolled for you, if that's alright.
That's fine.
Because I figured you'd want to, So, you won the initiative, so you're the first one to step into the ring. How do you step in?
She walks up and looks at the crowd in particular, and she gives an angry huff almost. She remembers her being in the stands and watching her sister fight in particular, and she looks to Hobgoblin. It's a Hobgoblin, right?
Yep.
Okay. And she just readies the stance.
Let me make sure his rolls aren't whispered. Never whisper rolls. Okay. So let me just quickly, let's just do, in check. Okay, good. You guys can see that now. Alright. The Hobgoblin looks to you and he puffs out his chest and goes, "Rah!" And he just immediately charges at you. You get first go though. You won initiative.
Okay. I'm going to cast this.
Okay.
Bigby's hand. Okay.
You summon Crazy Hand.
Make a melee spell attack for the hand. So, I don't... So, you gotta roll a spell attack, which is...
It depends what I'm doing. There's a lot of things I can do with this hand.
Okay, what are you doing?
I will... Yeah, I will make a melee spell attack with that. So that'll be with proficiency and spell
It
attack
has a
bonus?
strength of 26.
Yeah.
Dennis,
but-
please.
Sorry.
Alright, roll it. It should be just 1d20 plus your spell modifier plus proficiency.
Okay.
And if it hits... Okay. They take 2d6 plus spell casting. So roll your d20.
So it's what is
1d20 plus your spellcast modifier plus your proficiency.
okay. Oh. I don't.
Basically
It's
just-
not. It's not recognizing it.
Slash R 1d20 LR spells. Spell attack bonus is +7. 1d20 +7.
Okay.
13. Hobgoblin has 18 AC, so you miss. Okay?
Got it.
Basically, it's just a giant hand materializing, trying to punch it, but he dodges out of the way.
I'm the D. I can decide it, you know.
Sorry, I'm still kicking the habit of DMing right now.
Okay. So, as you cast the spell, your hands going out with confidence, you see it rise up and it swipes for the hobgoblin, who rolls forward and does a front flip along the ground, a roll, and then lands, the swipe missing it, and he runs forward, charging, and he takes a swipe with his sword. Two-handed attack. And he misses. Your turn. How do you dodge?
I jump back out of the way, trying to gain distance as the hand is in between me and him in particular.
Okay.
The owls are cheering for you.
What do you do?
How big is the hobgoblin? Is he just a hobgoblin size or a big
Hobgoblin sized.
Okay, I'm gonna use grasping hand in particular.
Okay. So, let me try and find it.
I got it.
When you cast a spell, clenched fist, forceful hand, and grasping hand. Okay. Grapple. Strength score. So the strength score of the hand is 26. So it's a strength saving throw, and it's gonna pass at 26.
And I should have advantage on it.
Well, he fails, so you manage to grapple him.
And I'm gonna use my bonus action to crush him, which will do a bludgeoning damage of 2d6 plus my spellcasting ability.
1 second. Okay. So 2d6 plus 7. Alright. Okay. So.
Yep.
You flick your hand, and the Big B's hand turns and grabs him, and then it just straight up coils around him and crushes him, leaving nothing but the blood slowly trickling down the hand. Combat is now over.
Oh god.
Did you actually kill him?
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
Cold-blooded.
The owls are cheering.
Oh, hey,
Wow.
look at that. Spoon's dead. Hold on, I'll go get Spoon.
That guy was a pushover.
I'll go get Spoon. They're, they're a graveyard keeper. They'll, bury what's left of the body.
Dang. Ruthless.
Fork begins to head away for a bit and comes back with a kobold and, yeah. The crowd cheers and, a small goblin comes up and then hands you a small medal and says, "Congratulations, you're now the leader."
Until someone challenges me, correct?
Yep.
No wonder Eris got tired of this.
Well,
She makes a coughing sound and tries her best announcement voice. As of today, in particular, I am the leader of this town. I'm Alar. I'm a centaur from the Druid village.
Woo! Gola!
Some of you might remember the old leader, who was only around for a few months, but her name was Eris. She's my sister.
Woo! Sisters!
Oh, God.
the owls are just tooting and hollering.
I get the feeling
Emphasis on
these guys
tooting.
don't care much who the actual leader is. They just want to cheer.
Yeah, that's how I get the feeling. Regardless, those who are able to fight, I need to see them. We're going to war. We're going to defend Mayhem.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. I stumbled because I don't normally swear. Oh, fuck yes! You just see them all immediately stand up all at once and then
Swear.
immediately run for the exit and going, "We're going to war, boys!" And the
God,
entire
like the orcs
town
and
erupts in cheering.
Wait, so basically this is an entire town of Warhammer. Is what you're saying?
Kinda, yeah. If they're this excited about going to war.
Oh Lord.
I imagine the wave of cheering
but-
eventually
but-
reaches around Judah.
Yeah.
Just everyone stands up and then somehow immediately produces like giant swords and then just runs out.
Hang on. This is all our panicking now. Hang on.
They're already
Yeah.
gone.
You see all the Aarakocra just having all their feathers ruffled at all the goblinoids and kobolds with weapons.
I didn't even explain where we're gonna meet. They're just gonna run into wherever they want to fight.
I mean, to be fair, Ella, if you think about it, them being a disruptive force might actually be to our benefit.
Depends on what town they'll damage, I guess.
So
Yeah,
the
you're
only- the
Sorry.
only you're fine. So the only person who didn't flee was the small goblinoid that gave you the medal, and they held up a clipboard and they began to go through it. So I do have a few questions about you. What are we gonna do about our water? Our crops are, you know, they need to be weeded. So you're gonna have to assign people to that. There's been a couple of disputes about people being kicked out of their homes by people who have just been, you know, stronger. We're gonna have to deal with that. They'll probably want to fight you. It's just, you know, that's just how it is.
No wonder you love.
As for the war efforts, they will all group up in a mass and they will march towards a location you tell me of, and I will lead them there so you can lead your army.
Oh gods, I have to deal with the garden and this.
I mean,
Additionally,
You have to deal with your own gardens, their garden, and this.
as for your garden, or whatever the garden you specify, we do have hired retainers who can take care of your needs if you so ask. They are paid for by the city, so they will work for you.
Oh, thank goodness. For right now, I'll look over the issues, but we need to set up a location near Lundruk. That is the place we're gonna attack.
Alright, I'll tell them to start heading towards Lundruk and, you know, we'll probably just sit on the road near Lundruk and wait for your orders. Sound good?
Is there a way to contact you? What's your name, sir?
Oh, I'm Spoon.
Oh gods.
you just hear, like, in between Alex, like, talking with Vierna over, like, negotiations, he just hears it and he's like, "Are you kidding me?"
As my first declaration after the war declaration, your name is now Nick.
Alright.
Alrighty. So,
Alright.
Nick,
Yeah?
meet up near Lundruk. I will give you orders there.
Alright.
Thank you.
Alright, and he looks to the notebook and then he just takes the paper off it and then just tears it up and then says, "Alright, Norgnaze. Alright, I'll go tell him to head to Lundruk." And he sort of just walks away.
Whoa! I said I'll deal with it after the war. Wait, Nick, come back.
Yeah, after the war. Yeah, I'll bring it up then.
Alrighty.
This is certainly a... You know, I know we've only been here, like, a couple of times, but I keep forgetting how interesting the culture is here.
Good thing we got here before. Should I feel ashamed that I forgot her name?
No, you shouldn't.
It's Folk.
But yeah. But yeah, Alex just says, I can't help but feel like even Julie might be at her wit's end with this place. I mean, if she was in charge, she'd have to pretty much stay here every other day just fighting people off.
That's probably why she never bothered take it bring it to heel.
Yet.
Maybe just send someone.
She wouldn't take it over herself. She'd put a puppet in place.
Well, her loss, our gain.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm about ready to cut a puppet's strings.
Alright, I think we've got our major forces out of the way. Yes Town and No Town are a bit too small to contribute much, but it seems like our next stop might be Lundrak.
Well, we might want to...
Ah, you guys heading out? Folk speaks up.
What about Yes and No Town? Or are we just going the mountain short pass?
Hold up, Fork speaking.
You guys heading out then?
Yeah, sorry, we're just kind of dropping by like this.
Nah, you're fine. I'll see you around. And he gives a wave and begins to head on his way.
Saran, your culture is so weird.
It's funny and awesome, but weird.
So barbaric. But other than that, let's move on.
With terrible naming methods.
I mean, what do? They have this like small little spinner and they just spin it. They choose the name that gets selected. It has 4 entries.
I think it's more maybe the first thing they grab when they're a child. Maybe that.
Okay, I guess that
Or
makes.
maybe the leader named some, and whoever named them last figured Fork and Spoon would probably be good names.
Or maybe the leader's like, I'm going to name them with my name. And they
just know there's
Spoon.
Sorry, you just know there's a goblin out there who's called Amma.
Or Fork Jr. or Spoon Jr.
Poor guy. Because he's drunk.
Grizzler grins at it. Alar, I guess you'll be naming every single one of your subjects now. Once this is all over.
Don't remind me.
Naming party!
I will probably name them Nick 2 and Nick 3 at this point.
Oh my god.
This really brings into perspective how lucky Sren is to have ended up with us.
I think she would have adapted well.
She would have made a good spork.
I like Sren better, thank you.
So, where are you guys heading next?
Well, we got 2 options. We can go and see about No Town, or we go straight to Lundrak.
Ow.
It's a no to No Town, and I don't think we should go to the Goblin Camp either if we're going to go around it.
I mean, I think they're already on our side, but yeah.
Well, I imagine they're still probably a bit mad at us.
Oh, after taking over the town, they so fought to make chaos. I'm pretty sure they're going to be mad at me for taking it back over again.
So, where are you guys heading?
I say Lundrak.
Yep.
Alright. Lundrak it is then, guys.
Alright.
The bird folk are stealing themselves.
You all head towards the meetup point. You all know it's going to be a couple of days before everyone manages to get organized. You You're hidden in a bit of the. You're hidden in a bit of the forest, like close to the goblin camp, but not at the goblin camp. You're a fair enough distance away that they don't care, if that makes sense.
Yeah, they're probably just seeing all of these birds up in the sky and think, oh, it's just a migrating flock.
So, you all make camp, and Judah, you finally get your orders on as Butler arrives with people, and they begin to start organizing armies as they come in, and it's clear they're getting some sort of plan in motion before Butler walks over to all of you, and he says, I've got a mission for you.
Alright.
You won't be with the main army. You're going to be a force that attacks from the inside.
So like an infiltration unit.
He nods. If you can take out the heads, the rest will follow.
I
Sounds easy.
assume you have secret passages is in the city already in place, Master?
Yeah. I've got a couple.
Will they take? Are there enough that at least one of them will take us to each district?
There's enough that'll take you right to the castle, but after that you're on your own.
That's fine. I mean, father's mine anyways.
We'll keep them distracted, taking the city district by district. That should keep the most of the main forces off, except for his private units and stuff.
Alright then.
With that said, get some rest. Got a long day ahead of us tomorrow. And he turns and heads back to the others.
Long day in negotiations and toppling a corrupt kingdom.
As well as finding I'm a princess. I still can't believe it.
So I'm gonna move you guys to the demi-plane simply because I was hoping you wouldn't get this far today, so I haven't actually prepared a map for it just yet. But I will add Judah to the demi-plane so you guys can continue to talk. And yeah.
Hello,
There you go.
tiny bird.
So you're all in the demi-plane. You can talk as you wish. We got about 15 minutes before it's time, so feel free to do anything you want to get done before we end.
Alright. So Judah, what did you think of our air transportation?
It's quite nice.
Mine beat me at chess again. I'm not sure what to think about that.
Yeah. River
Well,
nuts
fair-
happily. She goes, they're really cute.
Yeah, it certainly saves on having to flap my wings all day.
Yeah, I mean, I know we can fly, but they're just really cute and adorable. And it was fun having another flying buddy, but now it seems I have more flying buddies.
Also, they're a lot faster than an Arakakra.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, we were all having a really hard time keeping up.
Alara would pick up Rura in a tight hug, and she's like squeals. My little sister's a princess.
Ew! Big sis, don't squeeze so hard.
And you're the leader of a goblin village.
It's gonna last maybe a day, hopefully.
How are you gonna do the day after?
I won't show up to a fight.
Voila! You hear a sound coming from over near your Mike. You hear it? Mike. Microphone, stop. Okay, it keeps cutting out. Allah, you hear a sound coming from over where your garden is.
Alara immediately drops Rura as she senses something strong in the force. And she runs to the garden.
We're kind of plopped on the ground like a.
You find a familiar face tending your garden. Well, hey,
What are you doing here?
I was assigned to look after your garden for you.
By who?
Who signed this?
I've already forgotten the name you gave him.
Nick.
Oh, Nick. Nick was his name.
Oh Lord. Alright. But on one condition in particular,
Yeah?
she runs back and like drags a certain someone out of the room, Seren.
Hello, what are you doing?
Don't worry about it. It's okay.
Red.
What is going on?
Rura just doesn't know what to say. She just sees poor Shred being dragged away, and she just stands there with her hand out.
Oh dear.
Don't worry, Mr. Jetta. This is normal.
Ella, you drag the poor Sren back over. What do you do?
Alright, Seren. This is me putting my hoof down.
I'm
You are gonna
sorry.
tend this garden. You're gonna do it right.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
Don't be sorry. I want to see results. I want to see this garden flourish. I want you to do it
I'm
with
so-
fork.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Fork, I got a new assignment for you.
Yeah,
I want you to tend this garden and make sure she tends it right.
yeah.
And she just points this around and really.
I can do that, boss.
Thank you. No back rides until I see this garden spotless. No.
Oh, I can just see Sren pouting.
Ren is my spirit goblin.
Really? Not even a... Sren begins to cry.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Alar just like looks very sad now as she just like picks up Saran and puts it on her back.
Sren slowly stops and then hugs Alara and then says, "Yay!"
Aw.
Now I want you to do this garden.
Yes, Alara.
Alrighty. And she sets her back down.
Hey, Sren! Out of character. Think of it this way. The better you do, the more rides you get.
Did Ruru say that?
No, I just said that out of character.
Okay. So,
Just like your inner voice.
The inner voice.
Inner
The
voice.
devil, the angel Rura on her shoulder.
So the two goblins, as the other goblin takes their hood off, you notice that they are nearly identical in appearance. The only difference between them is that Falk's hair is a lot more messy and disheveled.
Oh. What? But.
Alright, so, your name was Sren, right? Yes. So, the key to a perfect garden? Water constantly. I don't think that's how it... Water constantly. Yes.
Oh god, the garden's gonna be ruined.
I mean, it's a magic garden. It'll be fine.
Well,
They're gonna flood it.
hold on. If you pour too much water on the plants, you'll drown them. Even I know that.
Plants don't drown. People do.
I will wait. I would wait. Love to see the results of this watering technique you have teaching her, Fork. And she like gives the best smile and then like slowly steps away.
This is only going to end in tears. Tears are just fuel, are just water. And you can use them to water the garden. Let's get started.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
And make sure they're not my tears. I better see a perfect garden when I'm done.
Aye, boss.
You do remember that Sren is still just a child, right?
She's not.
I was it 18 I said she was?
Yes.
I'm 18.
Oh, okay, you're older than me.
A young adult, yes.
Good job, you jackass. And then she's like walks away.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
Rura just gives a nervous laugh at everything, and she goes, "Mr. Judah, would you like a dragon chocolate?"
Dennis seeks out Draw.
Drar has once more begun a tournament with the Outcast. In fact, she stopped making meals for Dennis as they're too busy locked in deadly combat.
Hey, Draw. Could you
Yes,
make
dear?
sure Sren doesn't lose her sanity while taking care of the garden?
Of course, dear. Right after I finish one more game.
Oh God.
One more game, she says. Hours later.
Just one more game?
Yes, dear.
Okay. Just double checking.
This place is gonna be on fire, and this place is gonna be burned to the ground by the time we get back.
No, it won't. Someone cast Hallow on it. It'll all be fine. Right, Vienna?
Like Bjorna's in conversation is like deep in conversation with Alice. Like, I'm sorry, what?
Congress thinks this place is not going to be on fire when we come back. But Hallow will prevent that, right?
No, it won't. Hallow doesn't prevent fire.
Oh.
It prevents unwanted guests. It's not gonna stop a fire if they're set from the inside by people that we let in.
I mean, if there's a fire, I'm just assuming that Elnap will at the point.
At least we can trust him to keep his precious dragon chocolates safe. They won't do him much good melted now, will they?
I don't want to see this place go up in flames.
You can feel the eye twitch from across the rooms.
Be ashamed someone took all that chocolate, though.
Oh my god.
Rura,
Yep.
you've had a lot to consider today. What is Rura doing currently?
She's showing Mr. Judah around their plane because she still is trying not to think about the fact that she is indeed a princess.
Do you show her the secret area?
The what?
Do you show her the area that Elna's in that is meant to be secret?
No, of course not. No, not unless she gets permission.
Okay.
That place is still very secret and sacred, but she's mostly just showing them around their the space they have here, like showing him the garden that she once did kind of ruin for a little while because she was stuck in there. But yeah.
It's Sealy now. Alara would have put up signs saying, "Do not touch the plants. Outsiders."
Rura. Or that means you too, Rura, in the corner. Yeah, Rura just kind of thought, she goes, "Yeah, I might have kind of had to eat some of the food here," and Big Sis wasn't very happy.
Whoa.
I also tend to kind of cook very often for the group too. I'm kind of the only cook here.
My goodness, you can cook.
Yes, I was
Well,
taught.
Draw was cooking too, but then I introduced her to the
Before.
mount and they're playing chess.
Yeah, before Draw was here, I was mostly the main cook.
Now you are mostly the main cook because Draw is apparently more focused on playing chess against my mount.
Yeah, and we kind of live here, like over here. Oh, hello, Sren.
You see, Sren is currently just following the orders of Fork, and Felicia is just watching this with sort of like a smile, as if this is the best entertainment she's had in weeks.
Yeah, try not to talk to her. Rura kind of says with a skeptical look at Felicia and keeps walking.
Okay.
Sure thing, boss's boss.
My God.
Boss?
Yeah, you're friends with the boss, and he points to Allah, who's currently hiding behind the corner.
All our hides behind the corner now. They're like sisters.
Goblin sister.
Rura just kind of looks confused. She goes, "So I'm a boss now? What am I?" And she just quickly shakes her head. She goes, "Oh, let's just keep going. Here we
Maybe
have
a captain?
Please don't give him ideas." So
And
yeah, she
yes,
just shows them the stables and where the Owlcat and the Eagle are at.
While all the weapons have vanished, there is still a kitchen sink on the pile. Oh, just
Juno's
standing
just
there.
staring at the kitchen sink.
Yeah, there's just a random kitchen sink there.
Rura kind of looks confused. She goes, "I haven't asked about this yet. I don't think I was here when this was here, so I really don't know what it's for."
No. We've already taken Shady Sands. Isn't it about time somebody threw away this damn thing?
Why is it here, Kagra?
Huh?
Why is this here again?
Okay, so Virna told old Sasha that we needed weapons for the fight in Shady Sands. He asked how many. Bjorn said everything in the kitchen sink, and he took it very literally.
Oh.
That's a great story.
Huh. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So never. Yeah. That's a hard lesson, and to not use expressions around a god.
To be fair, though, the bard that we armed with the kitchen sink was highly effective.
How do you fight with the kitchen sink?
I don't know. Ask Echo.
Probably the same.
I mean, although, if if you do, if you ever meet him, to ask him, just prepared.
All right. So I'm gonna move over to where Alex and Vienna's discussion, if that's alright with everyone.
Sure.
Okay.
So you guys are free to start talking.
But yeah, Alex has finished going over everything. He's like, yeah, aside from all that, seems like you got most of it sorted out.
Yep. I'm probably gonna have to talk to Varth myself, but the rest of them are talk.
Yeah, it's this is gonna be entertaining. Really gonna put my social skills to the test here.
And I don't think we have time. Otherwise, it's just that you go get that charisma book. Give that a little bump.
Well, I honestly don't think I really need it that much. I think I'll be all right.
Yeah, and as I was saying, you probably won't have time to read it anyway.
Yeah, I mean we're literally like 1 day away from invading it. I can't exactly stay up all night like you can.
A couple days.
A couple days. There you go.
Yeah.
But regardless, seems as like that we have this sorted. And well, do you think perhaps you should come alone to speak with Valth yourself, or do you want company?
Yes, it does, Dennis.
I mean, company. Company would be the smart thing to do, but I don't know.
Well, if she knows you, chances are you wouldn't be so dense as to just come alone. So that would be a smart decision.
Yeah.
Because if you're coming alone, then that kind of would tip her off as saying, okay, someone is pulling her strings. She would never do this.
Yeah.
And that's not technically true.
Yeah. And yeah, there's also one... and right. I think I might... maybe I'll... yeah, I might... Maybe I'll bring Lorenzo, like, because he might know where Amran is.
And that shouldn't be too hard. Sasha and Elnath might be able to bring him over easy enough.
Right.
Plus, well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I haven't really hung out with the guy exactly, but he seems tough enough, so he should be able to hold his own if need be.
Right. Well.
Just don't get into a pissing contest if you two get into a fight.
And if it comes to a fight, then the mission will have failed.
Well, you keep in touch, all right? If something goes pear-shaped, you contact me immediately.
It'll be the first thing I do.
All right. Alex holds out his hand to Vera, and he's like, "Good luck."
You too. And I'm going to send. And I'm going to go send. And I go to. Okay. How do I send these letters? I assume I have a way to get these letters like sent.
Elnath's been sending.
Yeah.
Elnath's been kind of sending the letters we've been writing. So.
Right.
Give me just a second here. Just, Mike, give me microphone. Work. Give me a second here. I need to do something really quick.
Okay.
No worries.
Okay.
Well, that's it.
Sorry about that. What did you need me for?
I assume we have a way to get letters sent to the letters actually sent to the generals, preferably discreetly.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. I'm guessing that will go through Butler.
Yeah, Butler would be able to get them sent.
Right. And very well. I'm gonna go find Butler and ask him to send them. I'd say Elnath, but I want this to be discreet.
No problem. Yeah, Butler will take them and say, "Yeah, it'll be a bit difficult, but I got a guy that can probably take care of that." Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, as Vierna comes back, Alex does kind of say one last thing. You know, actually, choosing Lorenzo is probably a clever idea because you two seem to work surprisingly well.
If you say so.
I mean, you two were torturing that one guy together, weren't you?
Yeah, that was fun.
I mean, you said he brined the guy's wounds. Ugh.
And I mean, pretty kind of the default method in Seville, I gather.
I mean, I suppose it makes sense. It's readily I imagine it would be readily available. But anyway, yeah. Anyway, you two stay safe in there, okay?
Will do.
But yeah, anything happens, contact me, and succeed or fail, we'll do our best to work with what happens.
Right.
And,
okay,
that's it. Yep,
I think that's
it.
Like, anyone else want to go?
So, is there anything else anyone wants to do? Mike, I hate this, Mike. I hate this. Mike. Microphone.
You're
I
good.
hate this thing, seriously. It just cuts out at the worst times, and it seems completely random. Like, look now, it's going fine. Honestly. So, is there
I have that
anything
problem too.
is there anything anyone else wants to do before we wrap up?
I think we're good.
Dennis takes a sample of the water. Is it clean?
Yeah?
It seems clean to me, Kagura.
Damn it, Sasha!
I'm amazed it's not full of salt water.
That's
Actually-
exactly what I was. That's exactly what I was I was thinking.
Yes. And Sasha, man, missed opportunity.
You cut out.
Are the gods always like this here? Are they always this random?
You get used to it.
I mean,
Yeah.
Sasha's the only one we've interacted with it to any extent.
What about Tanuki?
Oh yeah, but he's not really as personable.
I mean, I haven't even met the guy.
He just picks a really bad time to pull one of us into his domain, and for a nice little chat.
He's not all bad. He has some nice, good tea.
Good tea and terrible timing.
Hmm.
So, with all that said, let's call it a wrap here. Thank you all for coming. We'll see you all next week. Bye bye.
Good night.
Hey,
Night.
Good
I'm a
night.
princess.
Bird.
Do 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 do.
Orphan lost so far. Nature sister of calling. Fire, death, fighting freedom. Create, fail, repeat, succeed. Family darkest feeling deepest. Noble left to see the world. Map to find the key was lost. To save the many strength. Orphan lost so far. Nature sister of calling. Fire, death, fighting freedom. Create, fail, repeat, succeed. Family darkest feeling deepest. Noble left to see the world. Map to find the key was lost. To save the master.